Hey friends, I'm going to show you how to log into the AET.com for the first time, set up your profile, and record your classes. So the first thing to remember is that it's the AET.com. If you don't put the in front of it, it will take you to a very different website that is not helpful for you. So make sure it's the AET.com that you're putting in your browser there. In the top right hand corner here, it says login. You can go ahead and click that. Right here on the left-hand side is student login. This school ID is our chapter number. So here at Westminster High School in Westminster, Colorado, our chapter number is CO, like Colorado, and it has to be capitalized, 0008. So that is 3 zeros and an 8. Don't put the number 3, it's 0008. Your username is going to be the first letter of your first name capitalized and your last name capitalized. If you have more than one last name, it is just the first last name. If you have a hyphenated last name, it is most likely your hyphenated last name. And there are a few exceptions, so if it's not working, please ask your advisor/teacher and they will help you. So today we're going to be logging in as Ted Test, so his name is T Test, and in your first time logging in, your password is going to be the same. So we're going to log Ted in, we're going to hit login. Okay, I'm not going to save his password. But if you are on your own computer, it is helpful for you to do that after you have change your password to something else, okay? But don't do it on this because otherwise everybody knows your password, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to come here and we're going to hit Profile. You're going to go to Manage, Edit Your Personal Profile and Password. And we're looking for this number right here, this Basic Profile Complete, to be 100%. Okay? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change Ted's password to something else. You do whatever you want, right? You make it something you're going to remember. I'm going to change it to new password, right? Whatever it is. And then you're going to hit reset. Okay, that'll change your password to something that you're actually going to remember so you don't ask your teacher a million times what your password is. Okay, so change it to something. Okay, then we're going to start with demographics. We're going to hit Edit on the right-hand side. High school graduation. Here at Westminster, we graduate in May, so it'll be May of whatever year you graduate. Do not put the year you were born. Put the year that you are going to graduate. Okay, so if you're a freshman right now, it is 2024. Shirt size is optional. You don't have to do it, but say we're going to do shirts for everybody. It's easier for us as teachers and advisors to get a list of the sizes of everybody's shirts and just order them and not have to wait for people to tell us a shirt size if you put this in. Okay. For gender, male or female, if you are non-binary or non-conforming, you can leave it as no answer. That is completely fine. Choose your race or your race. Again, any of those, no answer, non-disclose is an option as well. Ethnicity, same. And then residence is optional. It's where you live. We're here in Westy. We're a city. Hit save. Awesome. Done with the first one. Second one, primary mailing address. There are two ways that you can do this. So you can start typing in a new address here. So if I was going to do it from the school, right? 6933 Raleigh. And eventually, hopefully it'll come up. There it came up, right? I can hit this and it'll save it for me. If for some reason I go in and my address isn't popping up, my other option is to go here and then I would just put it in. So 6933 Raleigh Street, Westminster, Colorado, 80030. 30. Make sure you've got everything correct and then hit save. All right, cool. Demographics, primary mailing address. Done. Contact information. Next one, last step. Email address. Make this something that you're going to check. We prefer that you make it your school email address and that you're actually checking that. It's something you're supposed to be doing. But if for some reason you're not checking your school address, you can do something else as well. But it needs to have an email address. So test@studentwps.org. You don't have to do home phone. Obviously, Ted's isn't a real email address. It will not let you do this unless it is an actual email address, right? So for this purpose, I'll just put in my school email address. Okay? And it accepted that, right? You do not have to... Well, apparently it did not. That one? Maybe it'll take that one. I don't know. Anyways, put an email address in that it accepts, okay? You don't need a home phone number. A cell phone number you may want to put in there, and that's just so that we can easily get a hold of you if something is happening, okay? I'm going to see what happens if I leave this in here. As this, and I hit save. Okay, anyways, yours will go in with an actual email address. It'll say, yes, you're a person. And then when you do that, when you get an email address, it will accept. This 92 here is going to go to 100%. If it's not 100%, you've missed something and you need to go back to it, okay? You'll notice that it says personal and parent contact information and a percentage as well. This is completely up to you if you want to do it, but it is helpful for us if you go in here to Parents Guardians and you select one of your parent guardians, somebody, an adult in your life, who, if we're on a field trip and there's an emergency, we can get a hold of, okay? And it just needs to be their name and preferably a phone number, but an email address will also work, something that we can get a hold of them in an emergency situation. Again, it doesn't need to be a father or a mother, or a parent. It needs to be an adult in your life who is in charge of you and who we can get a hold of in the event of an emergency. Okay? So once you've got your demographics, your primary mailing address, and your contact information, and an email address that AET likes, you'll have 100%, you're good to go. You hit this profile, and we're going to go back in here, and we're going to record our class schedule. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is this will say, my pathway, please choose. Drop that down and pick one of these. Okay, and the document that goes along with this explains each of these. If you're like, I don't really know which one I am, look at that document, okay? So say I'm in Mr. Nagger's mechanics or engine tech class and I really am interested in that stuff. I'm going to pick power structure and technical systems, okay? Then I'm going to go in here and hit add a class. And I am in Mr. Nagger's ag engine tech, but this says second semester. So I need to go down here and find first semester. Ag Engine Tech, first semester, and I'm in his 4th period class. Alright, I'm going to hit add. And there it pops up. Mr. Nagger's 4th period class. Added. Perfect. Okay, and that's all you need to do to set up your profile, get to 100%, and record your classes.